ain't slow down, we on go. Whole crew lit and it show. From the roots up, now we glow. Rain or shine, we still grow. Hands to the sky, let it flow. Big vibes only, that's the code. No regrets, just a
So, okay, we're here with Aftershocks Media, and this is
Kyle from Fun Bike, man. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you. So go ahead and tell me, like, so what is all this? What do you...
So we're a premium motorcycle dealership in Lakeland. Been in business for 30 years. Family owned and operated. We're a multi-line dealer, so we sell Honda, Kawasaki, Royal Enfield, Triumph, and then we have Yamaha watercraft as well. We also have a large selection of used product. But yeah, man, we've been in business for a long time. We do a lot for the community, and we're happy to have you guys here for sure.
No, we appreciate that. And for somebody who's just getting into motorcycles, what would you recommend?
Honestly, man, the hottest bike I'm selling right now is right over here. Matter of fact, the Ninja 500. This one starts at $58.99. It's got a great power to weight ratio, nice low seat height, easy to manage, enough to have fun, not enough to get you in trouble. Definitely good for someone that's just getting their bearings as a new rider.
And what would you be able to do on this bike? Say if I'm a new rider, but I'm interested in doing stunts.
So this bike has the power to do stunts. You might have to make some modifications. This is a good daily commuter bike. It's a good bike to get your bearings, get some experience underneath you, learn a little bit. This could be a great bike to get you back and forth to work. We sell these to a lot of students, a lot of college kids, a lot of guys just trying to save a little bit of money on gas for like a car or a truck that they have, save some mileage. This thing right here gets excellent gas mileage. It's a low MSRP and it's a very low insurance cost as well. So this right here is probably one of the best all-around bikes for a new rider.
Perfect. And say if I were to come to you guys to buy this bike, would you guys be able to walk me through all of the process?
Oh yeah, man. So when you come here and purchase from Fun Bike Center, you're gonna have a dedicated sales team that's gonna answer any and all questions that you have. We're gonna walk you through this bike from start to finish. Once you make the purchase, you're gonna go on a tour. You're gonna meet our parts department. They're gonna get you hooked up with all the gear that you need. Brand new riders get a rider special. Through LS2 right now, we have a helmet, jacket, and glove special for set pricing, so that's really good. After that, you go to our service department. They'll go over break-in procedures. They'll go over the do's and don'ts. Then your sales guy at the end will go over all the functions and features. Make sure you're comfortable before you leave the dealership.
Okay, perfect. And then do you guys, do you have any like recommendations as far as like motorcycle schools getting endorsements to?
Yeah, man, so normally we do Ride at Joe's. Ride at Joe's has been a tried and true person around here for a long time. We now have a new one that is saferide.com that just stopped by. They're a new school, they're local guys, they're real hungry to get their name out there. If you come buy a bike from Fun Bike Center, bring a signed bill of sale to those guys. They're gonna cut you a pretty hefty discount to get your rider course done.
Oh, okay.
So Ride at Joe's or saferide.com, those are our two guys that we deal with here.
Perfect. And then you think you can give us a walk around the store?
Yeah, man, for sure. Alright, so this right here would be our first brand that I want to show you. This is Royal Enfield. This is the oldest running motorcycle brand in the industry. Been around since 1902. So you've got 1902 is Royal Enfield, 1903 is Triumph, and 1901 is Royal Enfield, 1902 is Triumph, and 1903 is Harley. All three of them fought it out for military contracts during World War I and World War II. Yeah. So there's a lot of history with these bikes. They were a British company, now moved to India. So they've got a pretty wide range. You've got some adventure bikes, you've got some of your classic 650 cruisers, they've got some small bore 350s. Kind of whipping around this way. This is where the start of our Cowie off-road is. So these are the new Kawasaki Ridges. This is an inline 4-cylinder, 1000cc side-by-side, fully enclosed cab with AC. So these things right here are kind of built for work and play. You can go out and jump these things on motocross tracks and then schlep it around the farm all day long. So these things right here, dude, they're out of this world. We've been waiting for these to come out for a long time. If you guys follow me this way, we're kind of lacking right now. You guys came at the end of the jet ski season. So we've had some pretty major sales. So if you guys still see some skis on the floor, we're doing a free trailer, which is a $2 grand off, and we're also giving rebates and incentives. Okay. So you could save upwards of $3 grand on any of the jet skis in stock that we have right now.
Okay.
So our watercraft section's over here. We also got the apparel room back there. So we, for watercraft, we do carry Kawasaki and Yamaha, two of the most premium brands that are out there. So what you see right here, this is a supercharged 310 horsepower Kawasaki 310 Ultra X. Then you kind of come down this way. This is the 160, so 160 horsepower here. Then you go on to the Yamaha Jet Blasters. These are kind of like your play skis. These are comparable to like the Sea-Doo Sparks. So these right here are the ones, angled footwells. You can go do water wheelies and have a little bit of fun. On this side here, we have our Honda off-road. Some of them anyway. So you'll see we have Honda ATVs and side-by-sides. So this is kind of like your base model Rancher here. We also have the Rubicons, so on and so forth. That right there would be one of the Honda side-by-sides that we carry. That is the special edition Pioneer 1005. That one comes stock with audio, winch, the whole package. We also have upgraded rims and tires on that one, so that's a really good time. As we kind of move forward, you kind of dip into our Honda motorcycles. So you got your Shadow, your Transalp, your CB. We do have some sports, some super sports coming, the 600 and the 1000. We also have a Fireblade coming for those of you guys that are in that income range. It's expensive, but that thing's badass. Keep going this way to kind of transition into our Triumph motorcycle brand. So kind of what we spoke about earlier with Royal Enfield, Triumph's another one of the oldest brands in the industry, British brand. Triumph actually produces the largest production motorcycle ever made, which is this right here, the Rocket 3. This is 2,500 cc's.
You said 2,500?
2,500 cc inline triple. This one right here is actually the Evel Knievel special edition. So a lot of people don't know this, but Evel Knievel didn't just ride Harleys, he also rode Triumphs. So if you remember the video where he jumped the fountain in Vegas and ate it, it was actually on a Triumph, not a Harley. So Triumph's kind of more your traditional old school motorcycle brand. We call them a modern classic, basically classic look with modern technology. So if you look like this Bonneville T120 here, you kind of see right here, it looks like it's carbureted. This is a faux carburetor right here to kind of hold that classic look. But this bike right here has cruise control, different power modes, traction controls. This has all new technology in that classic style. So that's what Triumph's all about, man. They're one of those brands that keeps it true to their roots. Awesome brand, luxury brand. This is more comparable with like a BMW or Ducati than it is a Honda or a Kawasaki.
Okay, so these are more like cruisers, but with modern technology.
So you have cruisers, but you also, if you come down this way, my man, they got a little bit to play with too.
Oh yeah?
So this right here is the new Speed Triple 1200 RX. This is kind of their special edition Speed Triple. You got some carbon fiber inlays, Brembo brakes all the way around. Cruise control. This thing right here is the total package. If you like an upride sport, this one right here is one nasty bike to get underneath you.
And how many cc's you said?
This is a 1200 cc.
Oh, 1200 cc. So
and then next to it here's the younger brother. This is the Street Triple, a 765. Then you also have the Daytona and the Trident 660. So whether you want a cruiser, you want an adventure bike, you want a sport bike, Triumph has kind of all bases covered, right? And like I said, you get all the luxury of a Triumph without that price tag. So if you've ever bought a BMW or Ducati, it's ridiculous. It's expensive to get service. It's expensive as an initial cost. With Triumph, you get all the benefits of a luxury brand without that extra added cost.
How much do they usually go for?
So it just depends. Like for example, this Street Triple here, the 765 is $10,445 MSRP. Now, however, we also have some pretty massive discounts on every Triumph in stock right now. Triumph put out a bunch of really good rebates, and obviously we're trying to get them moving for their 2026 model year coming in. So if you're in the market for a Triumph, man, I promise you we will not lose your business over price.
Okay, perfect.
Then we come this way, man. This is kind of one of our bread and butter brands right here. Kawasaki is probably one of our highest selling brands. We've got the complete and total lineup for Kawasaki, from adventure bikes, dirt bikes, sport bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers. We have it all. So just kind of a little rundown. You got some small 450 eliminators here. Then you jump up. These are the Z900, so this would be a naked sport, very similar to what we were looking at over there. I mean, these bikes right here are absolutely insane. If you talk to some of the dudes, actually the dude, the banana shirt right there, bought one of these a few weeks ago. He absolutely loves it. We keep going down the line, kind of what we were talking about earlier. A good entry-level bike would be your Ninja 500s. This one right here kind of covers all your bases, get you acclimated to riding. Now, once you're a little bit more experienced, we jump over here to the Ninja 650. This will be your next step up. So this bike, what it's going to bring to the table versus the 500, the Ninja 650 is going to have a little bit more get up and go. It's going to be a little bit smoother at highway speed, be able to get out of its own way at highway speed, which to me is one of the most important things. If you're going to be going, you know, hitting I-4, you definitely need that power.
Yeah. So how fast does this go?
So this will go definitely over $120. I mean, realistically, all you need to do is 75, right?
Right.
But it will definitely do over $120. But the real benefit of this is at 75, it has enough to get out of its own way. God forbid someone's about to cross over on you, instead of having to slam on brakes, this one you can kind of crack that throttle and get out of there real quick.
Okay.
So then you come on down. This is their flagship model here, Ninja 636. Now there's been a lot of stuff going on with Ninjas right now. Okay, so I'm here to tell you, the 636, they're all fixed. There's no more recall. They were not. The recall was not as bad as everybody thought it would be, where we wouldn't have to split cases and get into them. It was a very simple fix outside of the ones that were affected, which was a very, very small margin. All the 636s are good to go. This is Kawasaki's flagship model. This is their number one. This is the number one selling sport bike in the world. Is the Ninja 636. So next step up from that, you got your ZX10. Yes. Now for my super sport riders, one of the most crazy things that I've ever experienced in the 30 years I've been riding motorcycles was a thumb lock cruise control. You ever heard of those?
Nah,
thumb lock cruise control was a little device that you could hit your throttle and lock it in place, but it got real sketchy if you had to stop, right?
Yeah.
So Kawasaki decided, hey, it's time. They actually put electronic cruise control on the ZX10. Super Sport 1000 electronic cruise control.
Okay.
So, dude, out of this world. You got an own steering stabilizer. You got different rider modes, traction controls. This is the total package. If you're looking for a leader bike that's just going to smoke everybody out there, Kawi pulls more power from their motors and has better ergonomics. So this bike you kind of hug and form to it, as opposed to like Honda, for example. I love Honda as a brand. One drawback for me, a little wide in the tank for me. So Kawi, you look, it's tapered, slims down in the inseam, flares out, so your body kind of hugs and forms to it.
And what type of people would you recommend this bike for?
This is definitely for your experienced riders. This is not for your newbies.
Right.
So this is your guy that's been riding for a while, knows what he's doing, wants a little bit more power, or guys that are going to take him to the track. You know, kind of definitely not for a rookie, but if you know what you're doing, this is the bike for you.
Okay. And then I think just one more. I think we passed by those Honda Rebels.
Yeah, man, come on through. So the Honda Rebel used to be a 250cc carbureted bike, you know, years ago. Most of us, if you're old enough, all of us took a endorsement course, probably on a 250 Rebel, and hated every bit of it. So when Honda remade this bike, they really wanted to kind of completely change the design. So the Honda Rebel is available in the 300, okay? Then you move up to a 500, and you also have an 1100. Once you get to the 1100, you not only have your standard shift, but you also have a DCT, which is a dual clutch transmission, which means it's either automatic, or if you want to go manual, you have paddle shifters, kind of like your newer sports cars.
Okay.
So this one right here would be an automatic. If you want to switch to electric shift, up, down.
Oh, and then it goes straight on.
So this is really good for guys that are, especially your older guys that have any issues with mobility or amputees. I get a lot of those guys that come in here and want these things. This kind of opens up the market to the guys that probably couldn't ride a traditional motorcycle leading up to this. So this has kind of really brought a lot of people back to the sport that thought they couldn't do it anymore.
Okay, right. And then how many cc's do these even go up to?
So you have an 1100, your biggest, then you go down to the 500, which is the blue one we just looked at. The smallest is the 300.
Okay, perfect. And you want to go ahead and shout out the company's social media and where we can find you?
Yeah, man. So hey, we're Fun Bike Center Motorsports. We're 1845 East Memorial Boulevard in Lakeland, Florida. That's 33801. Our number is 863-688-3333. If you're in the market for a bike, we do fair, straightforward, upfront, honest business. Unlike our competition around us, we're not here to play games. We're here to work you a fair deal and get you in the bike of your dreams. If that sounds like something that interests you, come down and see me. I promise I will personally take care of you myself.